I already think I have weak fuel pressure. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set up a gauge and I'm gonna check the fuel pressure on this Honda. The issue is with these Hondas, you have to have a special adapter to connect the fuel pressure gauge to the fuel rail. And that special piece costs about $150 or something like that. I might put it in the description or on the screen, but if I can find the part number and stuff again. But I think I've came up with a way that I can check the fuel pressure with using a regular fuel pressure tester from AutoZone. I usually rent these, but I went ahead and bought this because I know I'm going to be experimenting with it. So let's turn it up right. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my fuel pressure gauge in between this hose right here. This line's coming from the tank and it's going to the fuel rail, or this fuel dampener right here. It's a special connection right here that you take off the fuel dampener and it screws on to the fuel rail like that. So what I did was I went to pull apart and I got another hose in that dampener fitting right there. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my fuel pressure gauge in between this line using this adapter. So, and I'm gonna clamp it on, and then I'm gonna put the fuel pressure gauge on like normal, and that's how I'm gonna get my fuel pressure reading. So here we go. Test fit it and see where the best point to cut it at. I guess it'll be in the middle, somewhere in there. All right, those pieces cut. I open up my. I wish this thing came with a case, but I'm gonna have to work with what I got. It's missing. Wish I would have got a case, but I know the ones on Amazon come with a case, but man, I just got a what was it, a compression tester from it, and man, the reading on that compression tester was 75 psi off. Would you believe that? Man, I sent that thing back with the quickness. That's what I get for being cheap, I guess, but still, like, come on, man, it's not any factory testing. All right, so this is what I'm gonna use in between the hoses. All right, there it is. All right, so now I gotta take this old line, well, the real line off and put this line on. All right. All right, let's do it. Ah. Cool. About that. All right, this is a think it was a 22 on this fuel dampener. Got a little cap on it. Take that off. I gotta reuse this. 22. Still got a little fuel in there. Damn, got a lot of fuel in there. Like that. A shit ton of it. Take that off. Test line on here. There it is. Put this O-ring on here. And we're gonna put our fuel damper back on here. It's a pulsating damper. I'm gonna see if I can straighten it out in a second too, so. Ooh, that's a hard line now. Hold on. That's the initial blast of gas. And it's supposed to hold. But check it out when I turn it over. Alright, I had to pause the video just for a second, just to let you guys know what happened between the last scene and the scene that's coming up. I changed the fuel pump out on this Honda, and if you want to see the video on that, I'm going to leave a link in the description, or I'm going to leave a link above, so check that out. So let's go ahead and just test this thing out with the new fuel pump, and let's see what readings we get. And look at it, it's holding now. It's gonna crank up. Look at that. Look at that. Fuel pump the whole time. You see that fuel pressure holding at 55. Right where it's supposed to be at. As you can see, fuel pressure gauge checked out perfectly with that modified fuel hose from Pull Apart. And I didn't show me putting everything back together, but I mean, just look at the video of how I took it off. It's the same way putting the old one back on, everything's running. This is how I do it.
Hey, come outside. Let's hear it.
Say thank you for subscribing.
Thank you, subscribe. Okay, let's hear it.